participating. Coach, when you're ready, and we'll get to questions.
Really good college basketball game. High level. It's so very hard to go on the road and beat a top 10 team. I thought it was a great challenge for our players to have to step up to that challenge. Again, a veteran team that's so well coached and is known for his toughness and their defense. And I thought I was really pleased at halftime to shoot 34%, to be ahead. I thought our defense settled in after the first 4 or 5 minutes. It was a unique ball game. I'm not saying one thing about the officials, but I mean, there's 3 fouls in the first half and there's 426 in the second. But just a tale of two halves. Give Tennessee a ton of credit. They whooped our butt on the glass in the second half. And to go win on the road, you have to guard and you have to rebound the basketball. And I felt like that we didn't do that. And that's something that we've got to continue to learn from and grow from. We didn't get enough rebounding from our perimeter players. Very, very tough night for Marcus and Terrence, even though Terrence got a few points. But I thought Quincy was spectacular. They obviously tried to cross-match, and we're going to let him shoot. He's a kid who made 55 three-pointers last year and was fighting a wrist injury and struggled, and he stepped up and made them, and I thought he was spectacular. But Dalton had a really good segment in the second half, and for whatever reason we couldn't keep him off the line, and he got an offensive rebound 3, and that kind of spurred a 10-0 run, which shifted the game. But a lot of credit to Tennessee. They're great. They're picked to win the SEC for a reason. They've seen a lot of quality teams thus far this year, and my hat's off to Rick and his team. They're going to be right there and Final Four capable.
Brad, obviously they had 36 threes tonight, more than 2-point attempts. How'd you feel about the shot quality? Were those good ones, or what did you think of the shot quality?
Most of them were pretty good. I felt great about I think we were +9 from the line at half. If that's what you're going to give you, we got good shooters. I'm great with it. I thought I thought they did a good job of making Marcus and TJ's post ups, challenging Marcus. I had a tough night. Marcus, everything he made the other night, and he struggled with and he missed, but that's the game of basketball, and it was. I thought Coleman got really good looks. I thought Luke got really good looks. Justin Harmon got 2 wide open, nobody within 30 feet of him. And if you're gonna get open, you got to make those, and you got to do that. But kind of a unique night from that standpoint. But that's what the game gave us.
Raise your hand, please, if you got questions, so they can get the mics to you.
How do you hope Quincy builds from this? Seemed to really give you a big spark there in the first half.
Yeah, he's a really good player, and he's done it before in his time at Syracuse and his time at Oregon. Maybe people will continue to understand they can space him. He's an elite rip driver. He's an elite driver of the basketball. He's a powerful, aggressive downhill screener or driver, excuse me. And now he's getting some confidence at the free throw line. Again, that wrist was bothersome early. It's not an excuse, but that just gives us another piece of the puzzle.
Brad, what did they do in the second half defensively to kind of slow you guys down and make it tough?
I thought it was more what they did on the other end. We didn't get stops. We didn't get out and run. They shot 50%. Everything was a dead ball, from the free throw line. And I got to look at the film. I thought there was, Dalton does a good job of getting fouled. They switched a bunch, and we've seen that before from, Marquette, Kansas, and Rutgers and everybody else. I thought we got the ball right where we wanted. I think we missed some shots. We were a little out of sorts. A couple times we rushed things, but for the most part, I liked our shots. I'll be curious when we get to see the film. I don't think Marcus will go 2 for 11 again, and I thought Terrence maybe settled a little bit too much for threes when he had opportunities with Adu on him to drive in, but they're a good defensive team. They're in gaps, and they make you shoot threes.
Jeremy and then Scott.
Brett, what did you learn about your team in this 8-day stretch on the road?
We're good. We're really good. We're really good. We got a really high ceiling. This is a brand new team. We're really good. We're really high character. I love our ceiling. I think it's not even close to being touched. It's nice to see Q do what he's done. Justin Harmon was terrific in the Garden. We've played 2 ranked teams away from home. We've played a Rutgers team that's a league game and a nemesis and one of the best defensive teams in the country. And we've done it all in 7 days. And we've traveled, we've spent time in New York City, which is never easy. We're going to be really, I think we got a chance to be really good. And I never say that, you know me.
In terms of maybe not getting as many stops in the second half, was that maybe more a change on Tennessee's part, or were you seeing something different from your team as opposed to the first half?
Well, Dalton's really good. I mean, let's be real. I mean, he's going to play next year in another league. He's really good. And then you throw up Scobie, the shot he hit flying out of the corner. Ziegler. Those are veteran guys. Those are old guys, and it wasn't anything they did as much as it was just really good players making good shots. And I thought we guarded them, pretty well. I thought Dalton hit a couple of tough shots over Terrence, and you tip your hat and move on. And like I said, I thought the game was just the second chance points on the glass, and us not cleaning up. Just fumbling the ball and not being ball tough, and some of those things gave them second opportunities.
Jeff, how have you seen Coleman kind of incorporate back over these last 7 days, and what do you give you guys offensively? Tonight seems like he was kind of all over connecting things.
Coleman's a unique player. There's not many like him in the country. And the fact that he can shoot it, he can, he drives it. He's a connector. He can handle the ball at an elite level, and then defensively, he's one of the better guys in America. So, it's nice to have him back. He missed 2.5, 3 weeks. Now I got to do a better job of incorporating Dane and him and their son together and looking at that. Because Dane played really well in his absence. So, we got to find that balance. But Coleman is very, 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 very valuable, very talented player.
Brad, especially in the first half there were some of those moments where you kind of got Tennessee in some bad matchups and forced the help defender over and kicked it out for those open threes. Was that you talking about things the game gave you, or is that something y'all saw going into it saying, I think we can get shots this way?
A little bit of both. We were trying to go matchups. Obviously, Rick threw us a little bit of a curve with the cross matching, and we were able to hurt him with that in space with Quincy. But it was. We told our guys, they're gonna dig down and they're gonna show support. They're gonna be in the gaps, and you better be ready to shoot it. And so it was kind of our game plan. But again, it was more about we took a lead when we were able to go at some matchups when they got into the bench a little bit, and we were able to really exploit some of the matchups, defensively, some of the weaker defenders.
That'll be all. This is our last one back here.
Coach, Tennessee did score a lot of points in the fast break, but it seemed like they were trying to speed up their offense a lot, just in the half court, trying to get 5-on-4s and create space. How did you think you played on the run defensively today?
Just okay. I thought we kept them out. I think Rick's trying to play a little bit faster. I don't like the fact we gave up 86 points, but there were so many free throws in the second half that it's hard to not put points on the board. But again, I think they're a team that's capable of their size, a guy who can shoot it. They space the floor really well. He's got Nadu going here a little bit in the last game and tonight. And then, they just, they can play fast, they can play slow, they can play a variety of ways, and I think that's something that will bode very, very well for that team in March.
Okay, thank you, Coach. We'll have Quincy